Hi guys, it's Granny Tana speaking. Welcome to this FS22 map presentation video. In this video I'll show you my farm production pack. It's available at ModHub for all platforms and I'll provide a link in the description below this video. Yeah, this is a small farm production. So, or let's say there are two farm production buildings and a silo and a buying station. Yeah, and the idea behind it is you want to have a lot of production or to be able to produce a lot of stuff, but you only have a tiny place on your farm left over. And therefore I made those small buildings that are able to produce a lot of stuff. And we have two buildings and you can combine them that they look like as if they were one building, and they have different heights because if you would put buildings together with the same height, at the roof there would be a flickering and it wouldn't look nice. And then I thought, okay, make different heights and this even looks more interesting somehow. Yeah, and you can use them separate as well. So, and why two different buildings? Because the productions of the one building, the farm supply production, deliver their goods in with a pipe, and the other, the productions that you can sell like bread and flour and cheese and such, they come on pallets, and you can't combine a production with a pipe and a pallet spawner for consoles in one building. And therefore I thought, okay, I make two buildings and you can combine them as you like, and you can use them separate if you like this. And here we have the farm supply production, where you can make all kinds of hay and silage and TMR, pig food, seeds and such, and we'll have a look at all the possibilities. You can go inside and you can have the feeling that you produce something here inside this. And here, if you go to this mixing buckets, you can click and something happens. But this is only decorative, so it doesn't activate a real production. It's only if you want to make role play somehow, then you can say, oh yes, I have to go and prepare some feed for my cows, and then you click and you get the feeling you produce this. And the same is with the farm production for the products that you sell. You can go inside, get a feeling of, oh yeah, that's my work. And here you can take this bread, but only the bread, because it's hard for the performance if we have too much things to take by hand, and therefore I only made this bread. And the other things are only for decoration. And we have an oven here, and if you click, it seems to bake. And here we have a dough kneading machine, and it makes some noise. And then when it's finished, it opens up and you have the dough, and then you're really fast in taking it away and making bread out of it. Yeah. Maybe we have a look at the recipes. In this farm production building, you can produce all the base game stuff, except wooden stuff, because I thought, no, this would be too much to have carpentry inside this baking hut as well. It is already too much, but wooden stuff is a separate thing. But you can make all kinds of flour, even from corn. This is more than the base game. And then you can make bread cake. You can make the... Oh, I didn't add the... what is it called? The sugar cane sugar. Maybe I'll add it in an update if you so wish. Here we have the resins and the grape juice, all kinds of oils and cereals, butter, cheese, and we have fabric and cloth as well. And yeah, all this comes out and you can sell it, or you can direct sell it, and so forth. And with the farm supply production, you can produce stuff that you need on your farm. So you can produce hay out of grass, and you can produce silage out of grass, out of hay, out of chaff, and you can produce all this also with water. No, this is from straw, sorry, and this, the grass and the chaff silage, you can make with digestate. So if you add water, you get digestate as well, and silage, and this is with chaff. And with the grass and the hay, you can make TMR. This is the simple recipe. This is the base recipe with straw, if you have straw. And this is refined recipe with mineral feed, if you so wish. And here you can produce mineral feed yourself. You can produce seeds from wheat, barley, or corn. You can produce lime from stones. And you can use the digestate that you got from your silage production to produce liquid fertilizer or solid fertilizer. To make this digestate solid, I thought, okay, we add some lime and then we have solid fertilizer. And you can make pig food. And we have 3 different recipes. And yeah, how you like it. This is the always the first grain or crop type in the base recipe, somehow with corn and wheat, and no, this is barley, because you have a bigger yield from barley than from wheat. So this is a cheap recipe, because I chose the products where you get the biggest yield. And here I chose the other products, and especially sorghum, because this is, if you have a lot of sorghum, then you can use this. And I kept the rapeseed, the canola, because this has a much bigger yield than soybeans. And here, this pig food has an emphasis on potato. So if you like to feed your pigs with a lot of potatoes, then here I modified the recipe. This is quite different than the recipe that is used in base game, and it has more potatoes and sorghum and barley and soybeans to give them more proteins. yeah, that is it. And because these buildings are small, you don't have much storage capacity. And therefore, I thought I add a silo where you can store all your stuff. So if you have your harvest with a lot of corn or wheat, then you can put all your stuff inside and use it for the production. And maybe you know that if you put a silo first and then productions close to them, they share their storage capacity. So if you put something here inside, if this is placed first, and then you can use it with your production building. But this is an unofficial trick. And then I thought a lot of you wanted to have my beta version buying station for animal foods and farm supply, and I never finished it. And then I thought, okay, this would be nice to have it added to this pack. And yeah, here you can buy all kinds of animal foods, from wheat to all kinds of grains, and TMR finished TMR pig food, and seeds and fertilizer, and even liquid herbicide and other stuff, which is unrealistic, but I know you wanted it to have it in here, and you get free water from it too. Yeah, and all comes with color choice. Here we have this typical American red. And maybe you say, okay, but we would need white elements as well. So this should be white, the columns like here. Yes, I know. But you can only have one color to choose from. And the main focus was on the wooden colors in this mod, and therefore everything is red. So I can't say, okay, yeah, then make the columns white and the other wood red. And here we have red floor and red doors due to this limitation. And here we can see a variety of the other color choices. We have even much more colors to choose from, but I thought 6 is enough to place it here. And here you can see the farm supply production standing alone. And now I would say we place something. And first I open my help window here, and then I go into the build menu with Shift P, and with consoles you need different keys to press. Yeah, and maybe first I show you the silo just here. It's 30,000 bucks. It has 10 million liters. And in container you find the buying station. This is nearly the same building. It only doesn't have a place to unload your stuff. You can just load. And here are the production buildings. Here we could start with this. And first I go to the color choices with M and N on PC. So this color is compatible with my tiny house building pack, and but not the roof. The roof is compatible to Erlengrad. I thought I make a different roof, and I like this roof a lot because it is, yeah, so colorful. Yeah, but the wood is compatible to the tiny house pack. This color is compatible to Hermann sheds. So if you have Hermann sheds with wooden Hermann sheds on your farm and you want to match the color, then you can take this. This color is compatible to houses from Erlengrad. Not all the houses, but several houses. So if you want to have the Swiss style, you can make it like this. And this is the American or Swedish look. So in Scandinavia they have this red houses as well. And we have this blue, which is a little bit of violet, and we have lots of them in Elm Creek here. So this is more the American style color, if you so wish. I like it a lot, but yeah, I don't know whether I would color my production buildings and my silos like that, but I like it a lot. It's a wonderful color. And from here on we have all the typical Hermann colors. So this green and yellow, red, all this stuff. So I just kept them, all the colors from Hermann, because I thought it's no problem to have too many colors, but it could be a problem to have not enough colors. So maybe now we choose this. Or no, we choose the blue one. And if you just want to place one of them, you just place it. But if you want to place them together, it's good to have the snapping on. Now the snapping is off, and that's the reason why I opened the help menu. For on PC, you just type the letter C, and then you have the snapping on. Snapping on is a new feature in the building mode, and if you can, I deactivate it, and then I can just smoothly move it. And if I have it activated, then it jumps. It has little jumps, little steps to jump. And yeah, now I place it. Okay. And now I take the other one and check whether this snapping is still activated. I make it blue as well. You could choose different colors as you like. And here, like so, it is easy to fit them together, that they fit perfectly. And usually, if you would put buildings so close together, it would set overlaps with another object. But I made the testing zones so that when you just place them side by side, it doesn't say this, so you can officially place them close together. And now let's have a look whether I made it good. Yes, here you can hardly see where one building starts and the other ends. Yeah, and so you have your multifunctional production combination. Yeah, oh, and then here is another thing. And maybe you see it. This is a little bit dark. Here, you see this? This is moss. It's not green. I don't know why it's not green. I would think moss would be green, but maybe it starts with dark. And it's the first time that I added a little bit of moss to my buildings. Before I always thought, no, I don't make my buildings dirty or mossy. I just want them new and clean. But in the meantime, I think, okay, a little tiny bit of moss would be okay, and maybe a little tiny bit of dirt, but only a little bit. I don't like if it looks too dirty, but I think when there is a little dark area in the ground, or near the ground, or at places where it is normal that it's a little bit darker, it's okay, and therefore I tried to make this. So yeah, and the first step was to make this color choice possible, and now my next step was to make it a little bit dark in the ground area. So I'm progressing my modding abilities. Okay, yeah, I hope I said everything that is needed and interesting about those productions, and I wish you a lot of fun with those production buildings and a wonderful day. Thank you for watching and all the best. Till next time. Tschüss.